Welcome again to the Vedic Mystics channel. In this video, we will look at Chandra Mangala Yoga, the fourth in the series on Dhana or Wealth Yogas. This is from B.V. Raman's book on 300 Yogas. This is one of the most simple yoga formations. The players are Moon or Chandra and Mars or Mangal. The classical definition is that the yoga forms when Moon and Mars are in the same sign. By extension, we can also consider this yoga to form when Moon and Mars mutually aspect each other. This can only happen when Mars is in the seventh house from Moon and vice versa. Another reason for the extension is that this provides scenarios in which both Moon and Mars could be either in their signs of exaltation or their own signs, making for a powerful Chandramangala yoga. When Moon and Mars are conjunct, there are cases where Moon is in its own sign but Mars is debilitated, like when they are in Cancer, or when Mars is in its own sign and Moon is debilitated, like when they are in Scorpio. This yoga is quite common to find in charts. Therefore, when the yoga forms in houses that signify wealth, there is a confluence of factors making the yoga stronger. The wealth houses are the second and 11th, signifying accumulated wealth and earnings respectively, and 5th and ninth, representing the Lakshmi sthanas in Vedic astrology. Lakshmi is the goddess of wealth. I would estimate that about 10% of the charts will have this yoga. Here are examples of some famous people who have this yoga in the wealth related houses. Brad Pitt, Jennifer Aniston, and Blake Lively have it in the second house. Bon Jovi, Paul Rudd, Robert Cade have it in the fifth house. Kings of Spain and Norway, Juan Carlos I and Olaf V, have it in the 11th house. Frank Lloyd Wright, the famous architect, also has it in his 11th house. Finally, Angelina Jolie, Cindy Crawford, and Jeff Bagwell have the combination in their 9th house. Next, we look at examples of famous people where Moon and Mars are in mutual aspect. Two of the most powerful of these are when 1. Mars is exalted in Capricorn and Moon is in its own sign in Cancer. Queen Elizabeth II and Lance Burton have this combination. And second, Mars is in its own sign in Scorpio and Moon is exalted in Taurus. Tucker Carlson and Steffi Graf have this combination. Examples of famous people when the mutual aspect is in other signs include Bill Gates, Michael Crichton, and Tiger Woods. Now let us look at a few specific example charts. The first example is that of Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt has Moon and Mars in his second house. The lord of the second house is Jupiter, who is in his own sign in the fifth house. This gives strength to the yoga. You can also see that the second house activates a lot of houses that are relevant to wealth. The second and 11th, the first, fifth, and ninth, and the 10th house of career. Bon Jovi's chart is the second example. The combination is in the fifth house. In his chart, Mars is exalted and the lord of the sign, Saturn, is in its own sign, adding strength to the yoga. The combination also activates the first, 10th, and 11th houses. The third example is that of Queen Elizabeth II. Mars is exalted in the second house of wealth, and Moon is in its own sign in the eighth house, representing inheritance. Finally, Tucker Carlson is the fourth example. He has Moon exalted in the 11th house of income and Mars in its own sign in the fifth house of entertainment. Chandra Mangala Yoga is a relatively simple yoga to find in charts. Hope you have it as well. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe to the channel and leave your comments in the comments section.